Washington is perilously closing to being openly involved in conflict in Russia, Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov said in an interview with Newsweek, published on Wednesday, answering a question about a possible confrontation between nuclear-armed world power. US and its allies are not seeking peace in Ukraine, but to use the country to inflict a stage a defeat on Russia, said Lavrov, who was in New York for 77 UN General Assembly session. Today, Western states funnel weapons and military hardware into neo-Nazi regime in Kiev and train Ukraine's armed forces. NATO and US weapons are used to fire at Russian territory bordering Ukraine, killing civilians there. Pentagon does not hide that it is providing Kiev with intelligence and target designation for strikes. We have recorded the presence of American mercenaries and advisors on the battlefield, Lavrov told US magazine. Russian President Vladimir Putin warned the West on Wednesday morning that Moscow would use all the means at its disposal to defend Russia, referring to a statement by officials in NATO countries about using nuclear weapons against Russian troops. The US and its allies are openly seeking to defeat Russia on battlefield, are ready to sacrifice Ukraine to achieve their geopolitical goal, Lavrov told Newsweek. When Moscow and Kiev almost reached an agreement in March, it turns of event obviously frightened the Americans and British, so they actually forbade Ukraine to conduct further dialogue with Russia. The Russian diplomat said this was presumably a reference to revelation by pro-government media in Kiev that UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson had brought such a message to Ukraine President Vladimir Zelensky. It is objectively not possible to maintain normal communication with Washington after US declared strategic defeat of Russia as its policy goal. Lavrov told the West left Moscow no choice but to launch a special military operation after it created and nurtured a Russophobic new Nazi regime in Kiev and sent weapons into Ukraine in order to turn it into a springboard for containing Russia, the foreign minister explained. The goal of the operation to protect population of Donbas, eliminated threat to Russian security and demilitarization and denazification of Ukraine, Lavrov said. All of them remain relevant and will be achieved no matter how long it takes.